Police have arrested dozens of people operating as illegal miners in Randfontein today. Police Minister Bheki Cele and Gauteng Police Commissioner Elias Mawela are leading a sting operation in the abandoned mines shaft in the West Rand area. This follows the brutal gang rape of 8 women in Krugersdorp last week while out shooting a music video. ENCA senior reporter Aviwe Mtila is following the police operation in Randfontein and he joins me now. Aviwe, good afternoon. We can see the operation is still taking place. What's the latest?
Afternoon, Tony. I'm just struggling with your audio now, but what you see on shot are canines coming to conduct, in fact, investigations. 2 more arrests have been made of suspected shooters in and around the West Rand area. Illegal miners that add to the 42 plus that have already been arrested. These K9 are now going to sniff out the gun residue, we do understand, from these 2 suspects that are suspected to be the shooters, as the police have been ongoing, crisscrossing the breadth and width of the West Rand operations, trying to get to gripples with the scourge of illegal mining in the area, especially following that heinous gang rape that happened a few days earlier. In fact, I want to bring in General Elias Mawela just to get us details on exactly what's happened. And General, thank you for joining us at ENCA, but maybe get us more details on what's happening as my colleague Cele shows us those suspects.
Yeah, actually, the General here, they were effecting an arrest of some other guys being in possession of starch of money, and they were also in possession of dagga and so forth. So they came along this way. Then that's when they spotted these 2 individuals. They gave us the description of them, and then the one with the pink was carrying a pistol, and the one with the black jacket was carrying the rifle. So that's when the General phoned me from that other end, and then we mobilized the chopper to can come and assist him. We also come in here. So we were looking for them. And the good thing is that when our ground forces, they were searching for them, they picked them up where they were hiding. But unfortunately, we didn't pick up the firearm. So this operation you see now, the dog handlers, they are taking them where we find them so that they can retract their steps where they've walked, and then so that they can look for those firearms. And those kind of dogs which you are having there, one is also dealing with the explosives, and another one is the ordinary tracker dog. So we are unleashing those ones. But the investigation, it won't end here. It will continue, whereby we are also going to take the residual test on their fingers and so forth to can check whether they've handled the firearm and so forth. So this is what is going to happen. And in there, we have found a fresh processing center of this illegal mining. So it clearly confirms what we know, the kind of operation, their modus operandi. So when the operators are operating that side, they do have the security guys, these people with the heavy caliber firearm, protecting the industry. So clearly these ones, they were protecting those ones who were operating that side.
So you suspect these 2 that have been arrested here are the ones that are the security carrying the high caliber guns that you've mentioned here. What kind of weapons do they carry here? And maybe give us more detail on how they operated. What's this area? What's happening here, Commissioner?
Yeah, you see, the area here, those who are digging, when they dig here, they usually hire the securities to can gather their environment so that they can also spot the police when they are coming and so forth. So the General spotted them and he gave us the description, and these guys, they fit exactly the description which the General spoke about. So it's not only here, also that other side, there is a processing center whereby after they've dug this thing, they take this thing to the processing center that side to clean this gold-bearing material, try to can uplift the mineral which they want to use to turn it into gold and so forth. So clearly, the modus operandi of having the security guarding their environment, it is confirmed. And when you hear people, they say that these people, they carry high caliber firearm. When you approach them, they start shooting. These are the people who are shooting.
Okay, these 2 suspected shooters. Can you tell us maybe how many arrests have been effected today? Do we know their nationality? And will they be linked then to the ongoing investigations of the gang rape that happened earlier on?
The last number I got, it was over 42 of those who were arrested, and mostly they are from Mozambique and Lesotho. So I cannot confirm now that they are directly linked to what happened of the gang rape. But what I can say to you is that we are going to unleash our normal processes of investigation, taking their fingerprints, their buccal sample, their DNA, and so that we can also check in our database whether they are linked to other crimes. You may find that some of them, through the DNA, through their fingerprints, they may be linked to other crimes which were committed elsewhere in the country or in Gauteng. So this is what is going to unfold.
And in terms of these operations, I know Okai Mulao has been ongoing, but maybe give us just indication on what goes forward to try and grapple crime in and around even the West Rand area.
Yeah, you see, West Rand, because now we have observed some of the people, when you ask them, they were operating in Ikuruleni area. And we have observed right now, we no longer have a lot of problems, especially in the Benoni area and so forth. So when you ask them, where are you from? Hey, I'm from Tembisa, I'm from Ivory Park, I'm from Benoni. It clearly shows that the disruption operations which you are doing in Ikuruleni, it has pushed them to can come this other side. So intensive operations going to continue. Focus, it will be to try to retrieve the firearms which are currently in the wrong hands. Because when you see the level of violent crime which is happening in around Western area, you are Kagiso, Beggersdal, you are Randfontein, you are Krugersdorp, it is alarming and it is disturbing. So we are going to focus more on this side, and we'll focus more on retrieving firearms. The illegal mining operation is going to be ongoing. Like I've said, the parallel one, the DPCI, they will continue to do their part, dealing with the level 3 until level 5 of the value chain of organized crime. We'll continue with our disruptive operations to can deal with those, who are processing, who are digging and so forth. The runners on the ground will deal with those ones. But like I said previously, you can see this area. If there is a shooting in the evening and the police station is having this one van, definitely to say that one van must respond here, it will be, suicidal for us. Hence, when we do this kind of an operation, we do the high density operation to can deal with this thing. And it is all over Gauteng, no doubt about it, but we'll deal with them systematically, and intelligence, they will guide us that this day we go elsewhere, tomorrow we go elsewhere. Even tomorrow we'll have another big one. Our communicators, they will communicate with you to tell you where are we going, because intelligence, they've guided us that, there is something which is happening somewhere. But tomorrow, our communicators, they'll tell you, we'll go there and deal with those ones.
And just lastly, it's quite shocking. I heard you ask some of the ages of these 40 plus. Some of them are saying they're 12 years old. Do you believe they're the kingpins? Maybe tell us about the ages that you're finding on the ground and what you're looking at.
Yeah, you see those ones, it is shocking. It's for the first time I see children involved in illegal mines. It's for the first time. I've been arresting the adults. So here, to see the children, we must also investigate the angle of human trafficking or smuggling people here. Because how does a child from Maputo find his way straight to Western to come and operate here? Somebody, an adult who knows the operations here, is the one who facilitated those people and bring them here. And it is worrying.
All right, thank you very much. The General Elias Mawela of course, the Provincial Commissioner in Gauteng, as those ongoing operations have arrested at least more than 42 suspects, more than 32 cell phones as well that have been confiscated. Some of those will look into the investigations then to see if it links and ties into the heinous crime that we saw earlier on in the week of the gang rapes. What you see on the ground here are two suspects that are suspected to be part of those that are the shooters in the illegal mining that happens in and around the West Rand area. As those operations are set to continue, as we heard from the Provincial Police Commissioner, that even tomorrow they'll be conducting such operations.
Okay, Avi Wemtila, they're reporting for us from Randfontein. As those operations continue, we will speak to him a little bit later on in the show.